Okay, so if you downloaded Postgres before, you know you can come over here to Start and look up Postgres. And unfortunately, I have 11 installed on this machine. You have 9.6, so things may look a tiny bit different, but not a tiny bit, a little bit different. But you know, still pgadmin 4. Let's go ahead. I know that the splash screen is going to look different, and it's going to show a little bit uh, different, but you should be able to figure it out. And the um, the document should have 9.6 screenshots. Um, so that's basically the password, the master password to get into the database itself, and to execute pgadmin. Okay, pgadmin is essentially just a tool that allows you to get into the database. I don't know if you've noticed this, but if you open Task Manager, you can see that um, there is a service. Actually, where is it? Let's see. Background process. Somewhere in here is a service that shows that Postgres itself. Okay. Postgres SQL Server. So this thing is just running in the background. It's sitting there waiting for you to make your connections. Now, in this particular environment, my computer is the server, and let's say that pgadmin is the client. In your life or in your professional career, you will probably not be the server. You will probably just have the client software. And so the first thing you have to do is make a connection to the server. Like I said, again, in this case, we're both. So they call these servers. I like to think of them actually more as connections. And you created one in the first lab. I'm just going to look at the properties, and um, you know, it has a name, and that can be anything. But localhost means this is the name of the server that I'm actually connecting to, and in this case, localhost is a special word that means go to my go to my local machine. Um, but in real world, you would probably have the name of some computer here, you know, whatever, Postgres server 1 or something like that, or an actual IP address, which would be, you know, in the form of like 127.6.4. Whatever. Okay, so you connect to the server, and that server has to have Postgres running on it, and you connect to an actual database, and you also connect as a particular user. Now, in this case, you probably only created a Postgres user, and that gets created by default. That's the super user, if you will, or the master, the lord of the database. That person has all possible privileges to do anything. But everyone that's connecting to your database, you don't want them to be able to shut down the database or blow away schemas and things like that. And so what you're going to want to do is to create some users and some roles and grant them privileges to various sections of your database. Okay, and then you only give them connection information specific to that person. So go ahead and connect as Postgres, because like I say, Postgres is the master of the database, and you can see within here, so this is the connection, and mine's just called PostgreSQL 9.6. Yours may, it doesn't really matter what it's called. You can call it horse or something. But it has a database called Postgres, and within that database are schemas, and we have one, I believe, by default they have one called public, and I believe that you guys created a table called GIS something or other. Okay, so we are going to be creating some more users, and then we're going to pretend that you are handing out the information for connecting to that to various people, and so they can only connect with a certain level of permissions. This is equivalent to logging into Amazon with your account. Obviously, you can't destroy the database or even shut it down or anything like that. So some master administrative password account has granted you a certain level of access. Okay.